Ugh. I'm not saying anything without my lawyer, except that and that.
Hey.
James, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
You're wearing a prisoner costume.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a prisoner costume.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of us in Throttle House.
Right.
If one of us isn't in a cop costume, then nothing happens in this sketch.
Oh.
You're watching Throttle House. I'm Thomas.
And I'm a criminal?
And this is a Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor.
And why am I in the back again?
Because of your crimes, James.
Because of my crimes?
Yeah, your crimes.
What are my crimes?
You think aluminum is pronounced aluminium.
Which it is.
You think soap is called washing up liquid.
It is.
And you wear pants underneath pants for some reason.
Underneath trousers.
Uh-huh.
The other thing James might not understand, having grown up on the skinny streets of London, England, is how much of a legend this thing really is. The cop car of a generation. From 1992 to 2011, Ford sold a massive number of these to police departments around North America. And for good reason, it was a beast. But it wasn't just a normal Crown Victoria. Ford took what was a comfortable sedan with a bench seat in the rear and stiffened the suspension, upgraded parts like the drive shaft and wheels, altered the transmission for more aggressive shift points, and if the department buying one opted for it, put a limited slip differential in the rear.
So today, we want to find out what made it a staple for 2 decades of police work, why people love them so much, and most importantly, we just want to drive one. Because ripping around in a V8 cop car in the California canyons sounds like a mighty exciting afternoon to us. And if you're new to Throttle House, we do car reviews, track tests, and quite a lot of messing about. So subscribe and hit the bell.
Alright, in England, police cars aren't necessarily domestic cars because we don't really have that many cheap domestic cars.
Right.
So my police cars of my youth were Ford Fiestas, and the really fancy ones were BMW 3 Series and sometimes Range Rovers. But for you, this is like a staple.
This is the cop car that I grew up with.
car.
And it's not a hatchback and it's not a BMW 3 Series. It's a ladder frame chassis, rear wheel drive, front engine V8 American sedan. And I love it. And obviously, since we are driving this on the road, we have stickers on the windows and we've covered up the lights because you can't impersonate a police officer. That's a felony.
Yeah, well, you couldn't get away with it.
You can impersonate a criminal though, and you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. You need a certain level of fitness to be a police officer, so you've also failed there. Actually, maybe not in the States, considering what we've seen.
No.
All right, so how does it drive? It's got the wash of a V8.
It is.
But it doesn't feel that fast.
No, it's not really fast. Foot down, 4 speeds. You know, under 300 horsepower, it's not nearly as fast as I thought these were growing up. I mean, like, I always was running away, worried they were gonna catch me, you know what I mean?
Didn't you say that your mum caught you speeding once and then made you write a letter of apology to the council? I don't believe you ran away from cops for a second.
No. It's not like you're from the rough side.
I bloody am.
yeah. Well, I think that your rap in a Porsche Cayenne back in the day proves otherwise. What's happening?
I like that.
The noise?
Yeah, he was born on the streets. The cops were bent in his neighborhood. Okay, fair enough.
You're probably wondering how it drives.
It's got an imprisoned feel to it. Do you not find?
Yeah, I don't feel that as much up here for some reason. It's actually very smooth. The ride is nice, the power delivery is predictable, the steering is predictable, and the body is really well controlled. It is very much a big V8 sedan, and it drives pretty much exactly how I hoped that it would.
I just don't like the destination. That's the problem. That's the only problem I have.
Going downtown, kid. So actually, this is a pretty impressive vehicle, start to finish. It's the police spec, which is different from a normal Crown Vic. It has a few really cool things. It has a special cooler to allow the engine to idle for longer in hot temperatures, so you can sit there as a police officer with the engine running, ready to go catch the bad guys. And it allows the engine to stay cooler at high speeds so that you can really honk on it on the highway driving down that shoulder that no one else is allowed to drive down. And yeah, I did say it's body on frame. That's really cool. It has a live rear axle. It's basically a truck with a car body on it.
But what's the advantage?
The advantage to that is basically, well, the car is incredibly strong for bashing and smashing the bad guys' cars. And technically, if you were to bash up the front end of the car, the ladder frame is still going to be fine, which means you can just replace those panels and the car just keeps on trucking. And the coolest thing, I think, is that these seats are stab-proof.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, from the rear. And I believe it's the seat itself that's stab-proof, but there's also a big plate of steel right there, and obviously this bit.
So you feel safe?
Yeah, I mean, like, well, technically with you behind me, every seat is stab-proof, but... All right, let's go talk about the fun stuff. So good. Stay there. All right, out you go.
I didn't think I'd breathe the free air again until Zihuatanejo.
What? Okay.
Some people will get that.
Let's talk about the way this looks.
It looks like a giant panda.
No, it is 17 and a half feet of pure American justice.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
I'm so used to trying to get as far away as possible from this. It's weird to stand this close and just talk about it. I'm just normally like, please don't follow me.
Yeah, let's go away.
I'm gonna go the speed limit.
I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah.
You go this way. Yeah, this is actually really serious. Like,
It's imposing,
It's
and it has
massive.
been imposing since it came out in 2000 and
it was 1990s.
1991. That was it.
Right?
Yeah, I was just testing you.
There you were.
Yeah.
I passed. I want to do a hood slide.
You think you can do one? This is a movie car. It's been hood slid before.
Hood slid?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's very many dents.
Like
so.
in college, this saw a lot of action. I'm gonna do it. Let me do it. I'm already in prison.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Scary.
Don't try this at home unless you have a canyon and a movie cop car. This could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it could.
Should have just done an Instagram story at the Trot House. Oh no!
All right, let's check out the interior.
My bum hurts.
Yeah, I bet.
It's comfortable up here though. It's much nicer than being back there with the railings and the glass.
Why? Why would that be?
Very liberating, although it's not very exciting, right?
It's utilitarian.
The most utilitarian.
The ultimate version of utilitarian, yes. This is for your radio. That goes there, right there.
Oh,
right?
there's a radio.
Yeah, there is. Well, it's radio. It's also like a loudspeaker, right?
Yeah, no,
You
these
can
are
get-
very important. If anyone's lost a child by the toys section, come.
That's not usually the thing that would be said on a loudspeaker.
Oh.
No, it's pretty much more like this. If you have a red Chevy Impala license plate CKXY402, your lights are on. That's what it's for. Get it right. Okay, so obviously, in a fully kitted out cop car, there'd be more stuff going on.
Well, there'd be a laptop.
There'd be a full laptop these days, yes. But right now, we still have this unit here for our horns and our. We can't touch any of this. It's massively illegal. Massively illegal. Anyway, the seating position is actually pretty good, and look how wide the seats are. Just
They're
look down
very
for a
wide.
second.
Yeah.
They're like literally couches.
For a diet of donuts and Mountain Dew. I've learned that from American pop culture.
He's doing so well in America. Yeah, these are really cool. I've always wondered how they work. I've always wondered. Now I know. So you spin it to point it, and then you tilt it to tilt it. But yeah, it's really intuitive. These are really cool, and they're very addicting to use.
It's missing a sunroof.
What if you have like a tactical helmet on, or a rifle?
A rifle.
Yeah, you need the ceiling space. I mean, other than that, it is pretty much a regular Crown Victoria in here, which means it's spacious and comfortable.
And it's got a two-spoke steering wheel.
Does have a two-spoke
Which is
steering
way
wheel.
ahead of its time, because that's coming back in all the new cars.
Well, look at that. Leading
What?
the way, the Crown Vic.
In the concepts, at least.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's my turn to drive.
Yeah, okay.
And you have to wear this.
What?
Yep.
Why?
Authenticity. Alright. Yeah, this is the better side of the car.
It's all of a sudden not so much fun anymore for me.
The two-spoke steering wheel's nice.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
cool in like a not cool way, you know? Like you. Ooh.
It's not slow.
No, it's not. I mean, It feels like it has 4 gears. It stays in it for ages.
Yeah, exactly.
That wash.
Oh, Mr. Officer Engelsman just carving up the canyon in the Crown Vic.
Officer Engelsman. Maybe then my mum will be proud of me. Oh, it's easy to drive.
Isn't it?
I do want to arrest people though.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Or search for them with that light.
Search for them with the light.
Yeah.
It's missing a canine unit. That's what this needs.
You need a doggo in the back?
Yeah, I need a dog next to me called Bandit
Bandit.
that helps me track them down.
Perfect name.
This is mad, you know? I didn't think I would feel like such a novelty. You're glowing in the back. The whole back is glowing orange because of you.
Aw,
Maybe that's why
thanks.
convicts are that color. To bring some brightness into the life of the
to an
police.
otherwise dark time.
Yeah. And private institutions making tons of money. I'm impressed, you know?
Yeah.
The temptation to press all these buttons is
Oh,
far
it's
too strong.
So high.
So I need to stop driving.
It's a good thing they're not on the ceiling. Ceiling mounted toggle switches, they'd be lights would be on already. It's nothing we do.
And there's no berry. You know, I'd rather be undercover actually with a berry.
With a
You just chuck the berry on
I've
top.
always wanted to do that. It's just ka-dunk. It's time to go.
I'll tell you what though. You know, you were saying with the idling and sitting still, and all that stuff, it makes sense that all the new stuff is moving towards hybrid.
Yes. Well, it's also a good thing for the environment because cops do sit there and idle their cars. They have to. It's. Have you ever seen how much they wear? They're wearing like the bulletproof vest and then the jacket and then the belt and then the pants always in all temperatures. And it looks horrendously uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They need cooled seats. There's a petition. Police officers to have cooled seats.
It might in the new ones.
They should. All right, listen. This was a dream of mine to drive one of these cars. It really, really was. I've grown up with this being the police car. And it is a privilege to get to drive one. It really is.
I'm just you look better in the back seat though. I think you pull it off better. Do you think this can do a burnout?
I would imagine it can, yeah.
That counts.
That counts as a
That really
burnout.
counts as a burnout. All right, if I didn't already love the police car, I do now.
Do now. Like, again, James, like, why did you... There's only 2 of us.
No, actually, I brought my stunt double.